Hey, hello champions. Welcome to Cloud Champions Club and welcome to this special recording of Hall of Fame. Let me explain what this Hall of Fame is for the first timers. So people who join C3 community, that's Cloud Champions Club, when they achieve their goal of getting Amazon Solution Architect Associate certified or when they achieve their goal of getting a cloud platform, that's when we record this. So today we have Uzma with us who has 8 years of experience as a project manager and is working with Google via Astria, and here are three wins for Uzma before we get started with her. The first thing is she was already working on some basic services of cloud. So a shift from basic to in-depth cloud platform, getting 45% of hike. And I feel so proud to share that she's the second woman cloud champion in C3 to show up on CAM. And she was able to crack the code within 5 to 6 months for her. So welcome, Uzma. Thank you so much for joining us on this call. Anything that you would want to share before we get started with the Q&A?
Thank you for the warm welcome. Yeah, so um, I'm glad that I was part of the C3 community, and it has been like the C3 platform was an important part in my journey.
Great. Thank you so much, Uzma. So let's go ahead with the first question. And something that out of the box that I had, Uzma, is let me tell you there are some people in community that who get the results and they do not share. And then there are some people who get the results, they share with us in the community in the Telegram channel, but they are not ready to show up on CAM. And then there are few folks who get the results, who share and who dare to show up on CAM just like you are here today. So I was a little curious to know what brings you here on CAM, what made you feel like, okay, you achieved your goal last year, like September 2024. And I know we were chasing to make this happen, but I'm glad that you are here. You also accepted this invitation to get with us on this record. What brought you here?
So first of all, obviously, with the gratitude part, obviously that, like I mentioned, that C3 has helped me a lot, in my journey. So I'm grateful for that, and obviously because of that, I have joined this call today. And if at all my journey motivates others as well, so that would be great. So yeah, that's it for my end.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So for all those guys who are watching, especially someone from C3 community, if you have achieved that Hall of Fame and if you're not shared this win, this is a learning coming from Uzma. Okay. Thanks, Uzma. So with the next thing that I would love to know, and maybe for our members who are on the fence, is can you take us back to the journey before joining C3? What was happening in your life? What were your challenges while you were working on some basic cloud services? And so what is that you are looking for? If you can help us through that phase.
Yeah, sure. So, I did wanted, in-depth knowledge of the cloud platform. So I was looking, for courses or any platforms where I could get that knowledge. And then I did came across C3. So so I did find it an ideal platform, wherein wherein I believe that the knowledge which I did require, so I can gain through this platform.
Okay. So did you join us in the workshop or was that a webinar? Like how did
Yeah,
you?
so on Facebook, I did saw an advertisement of yours, and it was for a workshop. So I did enroll myself for that workshop, which was for around 90 minutes. And I did saw, how in that workshop, it was so simplified, like even a beginner can understand, what the, how, the cloud platform works. Like in the first workshop itself, I remember you have shown us how to create an EC2 instance. So I did found the workshop quite interactive, and obviously the practical that was there. So it did got my attention. Okay, this course is good.
So do you mean that in that workshop when you did those labs, that is what gave you confidence that okay, yeah, you can do it?
Yes, yes, right.
Awesome. Okay. And while in that workshop, when we announced about the curriculum, can you talk about what made you take that decision to enroll with us? Like what are the top three things that made you say yes to C3?
Okay. So, first of all, the curriculum, like the systematic way in which the curriculum you have designed, like how you have showed that in 90 days we can, crack it, and like how you will give us a personalized, you will connect with us, like, and give us a personalized overview of how we can schedule our, ourselves, like our schedule our timetable around so that we can fit this curriculum in our daily schedule, not impacting our other work as well. So that was then the structured schedule, the syllabus of this of C3, and then the community. Obviously, like there are many courses around, but the community point and the mentorship aspect, these were the main thing which got my attention.
Great. Thank you so much for that mention, Uzma. So for all those people watching at this point, what Uzma is talking about is, in that webinar or workshop, what we share is a 90-day plan in which 33 days you can complete the entire curriculum. And then there's the onboarding call where you are given actually how to schedule. Like I understand most of you must be working, but how you can schedule your daily routine to complete this curriculum along with your working schedule. And lastly, she is mentioning about the community, which is 315 members plus today. Great. So moving on to the next step, Uzma, something that I would love to know about is once you joined C3, what were the biggest changes that you noticed in yourself in terms of habits, mindset, or structure? Because mindset is core part that we impress on. So
Yeah.
anything that you remember on those things, what changed in Uzma after joining C3?
Yeah, like prior, I would say my mindset was that, okay, I'm too occupied, with my work and my, family responsibilities. I might not, have time for any other, another, project or any other learning. But with this, but after having interaction with you, one-on-one interaction with you, like how you said that, okay, we can at least find 1 hour of our time in our whole day schedule, and how we can manage it. So if you have that will, you can obviously do that. So that thing, obviously, like we have that thing where there is a will, there is a way. But this thing, after joining the community and after interacting with you, the emphasis was there, and like I tried to incorporate that thing, in my daily life. So that was a change in my, mindset.
Awesome. So what you're sharing is maybe that the onboarding call gave you confidence of how to schedule this routine or side hustle of yours where you're learning something along with your career, current job, right, Uzma?
Yes, yes, right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that mention. So now that you are into the curriculum and something, when you're going through that grind, how did mentorship model this that we talk about in C3? How did it help you? Can you talk through two or three things that you love the most about this mentorship model?
Okay. So obviously the curriculum was in a structured way, but like sometimes we did have, like I did have self-doubt. So the mentorship part, like even, during our weekly calls, like hearing others' experience and how guided them, and, like to overcome that obstacle or difficulties, that helped a lot. And even your, point wise, in our weekly calls, like how you used to encourage us, like I remember, sharing 30 minutes clip like with us, like where you asked us to watch daily, like but how we can, change our, habit in 30 days. So,
Right.
so that like the weekly calls were really, like motivating. So like every week, like new things were there to learn. So I believe, the mentorship model of this course is, one of is the highlight, because you can get courses like, but the mentorship part, This is the highlight of this course.
Thanks, Uzma. And when you say that, the video that I shared, 30-minute video, I believe you're talking about the strangest secret that I played, right? I
Yes,
believe.
right.
Okay, I just remembered that. Okay, great. So, guys, what Uzma is talking about when we talk about mentorship, it's not just a technical thing; it's about the mindset along with the technical thing. So, in the inner circle call, we have weekly discussions. Every Saturday, we have this inner circle call where we talk about the mindset and also about the technical skills. So that is what she's talking about. Thanks, Uzma. With that, I move on to the next question, and something that I love hearing about is how is this curriculum, the C3 curriculum that we have designed. And when I talk about curriculum, what I want to uh, hear from you about is around how is this mind nodes and the curriculum that is designed here, the short videos, the mind nodes, and the commenting thing. How is that you find the curriculum is different than all other free and paid stuff available outside? So how is C3 curriculum different? What's your take on it?
Okay. So, like in a previous answers, like I have mentioned, like how like this curriculum is different from the other online courses because it is having a good community platform as well as a mentorship model. So these are the two highlights which set it apart. And obviously, like you mentioned, the mind maps. Like after completing a syllabus, like a topic, like there are mind notes which are good to refresh our knowledge. So it's like that mind notes are like a good source of just revising your quickly revising your concept and knowledge. So all this and also the structured approach which I mentioned initially, the 90 days schedule and all. So that's what makes it unique from other online courses.
Okay, and did you really find those mind notes helpful during your interviews, or the process when you are interview process that you are going through? Did you really refer to those mind notes and find it helpful?
Yeah, it was good, like for a quick refresher.
Okay, a quick refresher just before your interview, technical interview, right? Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So at this point, what Uzma is sharing, guys, is three things that she shared about the community, which is so here it's a like-minded community where people are learning cloud with you. So community is 315 members plus today. And second thing is the mind notes that she's talking about, which is like 21 PDFs, and you'll be able to summarize the entire curriculum a day before your interview or a day before your certification. Awesome. Now I'd love to come back on the weekly calls. So the Saturday inner circle calls. How did this Saturday inner calls help you, or what role they have played in impacting your journey or getting you this job? Uzma?
Okay, so I would say that it did provide, the motivation and the encouragement. So there are many okay, when once you start doing something, you are quite motivated in the initially, and you're like, okay, I will do. But during the middle of the journey, or somewhere after the start, you do feel demotivated, and sometimes you will leave your journey. And it did happen with me as well. I started with with quite a lot of motivation, but then like in middle I I left my journey. But then this calls and also our community, the messages which we used to get on Telegram, from other community members, and then this weekly calls, they were quite motivating. We used to get weekly messages on the Telegram community that okay, so and so has completed this much part of the course. So, and like
Right.
they have achieved this much goal and all. So that's what's quite motivating. Okay, if they can achieve it, we can as well, achieve it. So, like these have, the community call especially, and the weekly call and our community on Telegram, that have, helped me a lot. And even on the weekly call, hearing other people's story, their, doubts and, lack of confidence, and then how you have, given them points, that how they can overcome that self-doubts and all. So that did have helped me a lot.
Awesome. Thanks, Uzma. And for people who are hearing this out, let me share you. So Uzma joined us on 7th May 2023, but there was a phase when she was very much motivated when she started for the first 2 months, and then of course there are points when maybe your health or some family things take priority, and that's where Uzma lost the track, but she came back and she was able to achieve her goal in September 2024. So you see, there was a gap, but that's what Uzma is talking about. That when she was back to the community calls, she was able to get back on track with the inner circle call, where we not only talk about the mindset but also the technical calls. So, and we talk about the hot seats as well. So now coming back to this hot seat, Uzma, I just wanted to check: did you ever get a chance to come on hot seat? And if at all, yes, then what was the impact of that hot seat? If you want to talk about it around this.
So, yeah, I did got, a chance to be part of this hot list, but like it was after getting my job. So prior, I was, part of other committee members hot seats, and in that, like I did get to learn a lot. Like how in their hot seats they have discussed about the self doubts that okay, the obstacles which they are facing, in their journey and all. So like even I also have obviously faced those obstacles, and I had those self doubts. So, and then, like hearing on how they've overcome, or on how you have, given the pointers of how to overcome those things. So that did help, So even, like hearing from other people's experience, that do give you motivation. So like the hot seats did, help in that way.
Okay. So what I understand is maybe you had hot seat after getting the job. So you're joining us on the inner circle calls even after the job. But before hot seat, like before getting a job, you had, you joined us on the call, but you were able to learn from someone else's hot seat. Is that what you're trying to say, right? So can you talk about what was that hot seat about, and what is that one thing that changed from that hot seat? Maybe, so I was talking to someone else, but one thing that shifted you in that hot seat before you cracked the job. Can you talk around that a little, if you remember?
Okay. So, it was, I don't remember the name of the person, but that person, like, he was not able to complete the course. So he was discussing, like how, like, he like in the initial beginning he was motivated, but now he feels lost. Like now he's not, like able to complete a journey, and like having self doubts. So and that was my situation, like that time. So like he was like he was sharing how he's not able to complete it, and like the same scenario was like of mine. And like from that I did learn, like okay, he's also going through a similar phase, and like okay, that it's normal, it's human, to go through such phases. So like yeah, so like you motivated him that okay, he can complete it. If at night he's not having time, he can complete it in the morning and all. So getting a schedule. If like he's not able to understand a concept, he can connect with other people of the community. And obviously the community is quite helpful. Like whenever even I have reached out with to them for any doubt, like the people, they have helped each other out. So hearing out to him, it made me, feel like, okay, if he can do it, he can overcome it, I can as well. Like, I did find that his situation was worse than mine. So, like, I can at least, complete it now. Like, so, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that honest answer. And for people watching this, let me tell you, so this Saturday calls are not just about the technical Q&A. It's also about hot seats, where we try to address your mindset issues, the mindset blockers. And this is a group call where we learn from each other. When you learn from your mistakes, that's what we call experience. But when you learn from others' mistakes, that's wisdom. So that's what this C3 is about, and the community is about. Thank you so much, Uzma, for letting us know that. I didn't know this part of your face. And now let's come back to the climax, the interviews, the prep to crack this code. So can you tell us about interviews? How did you prepare for this interviews, and what was the mindset that you carried after being in C3 and now that you had the content? So can you just walk through us a little about that interview phase, the preparation phase?
So, yeah, for the preparation, I did all obviously refer the mind notes. It was, a quick refresher, for preparing about the concepts, the technical concepts, and also to get a hang of it. I use that, and then for interviews also, I did apply to various platforms. Um, they're like Naukri.com, LinkedIn, etc. And then we did have a CV session as well. So
All right.
in C3, yeah. So using that format, like how you suggested us to make two CVs, one ATP friendly, other being complete.
ATS format you're talking about.
Yes,
C3 format and the ATS format.
yes, right. So using that, I have created my CVs and I was applying to many portals for jobs and all. So yeah, and like how you mentioned, like how that we should have a positive mindset while searching for job. So that all were there.
Okay. So, Usma, you was talking about a mindset level. You mentioned something around mindset. So, wanted to quickly ask you: did law of attraction sessions that we had in our C3, or were there any affirmations that you practiced for yourself as a key takeaway from our sessions, and did that help you in any of cracking any of those interviews? So, can you talk anything that impacted you from law of attraction space?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So I did attend the law of attraction session, and in that I got to learn a lot. Like how with positive thought you can attract what you want. Having the thoughts, the power of manifestation. So I did have okay, in my mind that okay, I want to get a position of project manager, and then I did have few things in my mind, along with that I did want a 9 to 6 job, with off on Saturday and Sunday, and with cloud platform and work from home. So this thing I used to manifest, and I did have a positive approach. Okay, I will get that job. I will surely get it. So and like did it did attract my current scenario. So because of that, I am not fan of it. The law of attraction. So my current job, my title is project manager, and it's a 9 to 5 job, work from home, and Saturday Sunday off. So it did
Awesome.
track, yeah.
Glad to
So
know this
yes,
part. So, are you saying, Uzma, that earlier it was like your job was like work from office, and right now you are manifesting the title, the timing of the job, which means you had shift in. Did you have shifts in last office? That's last
yes.
job, and
So in my
was
previous
it from
job,
office? Work from office.
no, it was also work from home, but I did have shifts, which this schedule
Ah,
was used to change after every 3 months. So
okay.
I was fed up of because of that change in shifts. So I was taking trainings and all. So as per my training schedule, I have to take training for people in US and all. So as per my schedule, as per that, my schedule used to change often. So I was a bit, frustrated with that.
You
So
had
because
night
of that,
shifts.
yes, yes, because usually
Okay.
suit the timings of people in US. So I did
Okay.
have the night shift, and
And
the night shift took a toll on me, toll on my
and
health and all.
and do you have to work on weekends as well? Is that
Yes, yes,
okay?
yes, right. So
Awesome. So
because
what
of
you're
that,
saying is, sorry, I'm sorry. I'll let you finish. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, that because of that, I manifested that okay, in my new job, I want a 9 to 6 schedule and weekend work Saturday, Sunday.
Awesome. That's nice to hear, and something that I love hearing. So what I understand is you are manifesting the title. Okay, this is the title that you want. You're manifesting the timing that you want: 9 to 5 job and a cloud platform
Nine to
and
six, yes,
work from home, and 9 to 6 and weekend off. And that is what you are manifesting after the law of attraction session, and that's what you have it. That's what you mean,
yes,
right?
yes, right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that share, because I believe that is what will, level up our belief on law of attraction. So all those C3 community students and other folks that are watching these sessions, I can tell you, technical, it's not just about the technical thing. It's about your belief, and that's what you attract. Okay. So here is the great learning coming from Uzma, and it's learning is not coming theoretically, but from experience. So thank you so much, Uzma, for not only learning law of attraction with us, but practicing of how you can leverage it in your career area. So glad to know that. And while we were this, going through this phase, you are going through interviews and those things, curriculum, all these things together. I want to know a little about support system. Was there any moment where you felt stuck while you were going through this complete process, along with the side hustle where you're also on your job? So can you talk about area or the moments when you felt stuck, and how did you leverage the community support or mentorship in that moment? Can you talk about any of such moments if you had during your curriculum, please?
Yeah. So like few of the points I have discussed prior also, like how like once I got lost in like touch with my curriculum, like I left the curriculum like in between, but then with the community support, hearing other community members encouraging, words. Like I remember Yashi, then Kavya, they used to always, post that they have, achieved this and this today. They have applied to this and this, a company today. They have got interview calls, this and this, they were sharing their inputs, their journey, and how, like, I felt encouraged, like how they are progressing. So that was quite, motivating, for me to get back on track. And then also, like after completing the curriculum, there was a phase, where I was searching for job, continuously, like for like almost 4 months. I was, like using many job platforms like LinkedIn, Naukri.com, etc. But like there were no positive response. So it was a bit demotivating, but hearing others, like how they were, how they were, how their journey was. Even they were like did face, such obstacles in between, but then like they overcome, and now like they have achieved their goal there. So that was the motivation, which kept me going.
Did you get any lab support with the community and with our support person, Madhuri, and then so in terms of labs?
Like in terms of lab, like when I was doing the course, there was Rehan, like I did connected with him a few times,
Right.
for a lab support, for having doubts. So I did support with, I did connected with him.
Okay. And quickly asking about the job guidance. Did job guidance help you, like, how to, update your profile on LinkedIn or maybe on Naukri, and, how to prepare for interviews? Did that help you? The curriculum specifically on job guidance, or the videos on job guidance,
Uh,
sorry.
okay. So in that, like I would say, like it helped me with my CV making. I've
Okay.
mentioned that how like creating a ATS friendly CV and the C3 format. So it did help me in this aspect.
Okay, awesome. So, guys who are watching this portion, let me tell you that here we create two formats. One is the C3 format, which is more of presentable when you're sharing CV one to one. But something that has been going around is the ATS format that you need to crack the code with. Okay, which is what we help our community with. And with that, we come to one of the questions is, Uzma, so for people who are on the fence of joining C3, what are the three reasons you would love to give them to join C3 or not to miss out on joining C3? What are the top three reasons you would love to give them?
So first of all, obviously the community. The community is quite encouraging and motivating. Like you can share your self doubts and you can get your doubts cleared. Whether it's your the doubts related to your course, or some like some doubts related to your self doubts. So that community first is that. Then the weekly calls, and your weekly calls, and like amongst those weekly calls, one of the calls is law of attraction, which helped me a lot. And then the last week, the structured way in which the course is designed. So these three things I would like to highlight.
Awesome. Thanks for that share. And people watching this portion, let me tell you those things. The first thing is community, the like-minded group of more than 315 plus right now. And the second thing that Uzma mentioned is the inner circle call, along with law of attraction, where we are working not only on your mindset, but also on the technical skills so that you are unblocked. And the last thing that she said is the structure of how you can complete the entire curriculum within 33 days, step by step, and achieve your goal within 90 days of joining the journey. Great. Thank you so much for helping us with that, Uzma. And with that, quickly, what is that one golden advice you would want to give someone who's starting their cloud journey today? I know this is a tough
So
one, but one thing
yeah,
that pops up in your head.
yeah, I would say to be motivated, and don't have self. That I would like to say that get surrounded by, like you said, by a community with like-minded people. So like to get that platform. So I believe C3 is a good platform for that. Like where you get surrounded with like-minded people who keeps you motivated.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that one critical share, Uzma. And for people watching this, it is said that you are average of 5 people around you. So what Uzma is talking about, this community, which is like-minded folks, where all these people are working towards being a cloud champion. This is what you should be part of the journey if at all you want to become a cloud champion. So thank you so much for sharing that advice. With that, we come to the end of this, session on Hall of Fame, Uzma. Before we close, is there anything that you would love to share from the heart, maybe to the past version of yourself or other Uzmas who are at the same place where you were when you were looking for, how to crack this code in cloud? So anything that you would love to share with those people?
Yeah, I would say that don't have self-doubt. Like if you want to achieve something, be positive and do your hard work in that way, and give your full dedication, and obviously you will get that thing. Like previous, like when the older version of me, I did have quite self-doubts. Okay, I can't do that, it's not for me and all. But now like I do have the confidence, that okay, yeah, inshallah I can do that. So yeah, so like I would like to reiterate the proverb which I said initially, that where there is a will, there is a way. So you should have that positive mindset and the will, to achieve your goal.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that share. With that, we come to the end of the session. So again, just to reiterate what Uzma is saying here, guys, just take action. Don't sit on the fence. Take action. Action is what will get you going. So with that, we come to the end. Thank you so much for watching this session, guys. And here is the thing that I wanted to share with you. Do you want to become a cloud champion in the next 90 days? Which means, are you ready to take action and to do whatever it takes? If your answer is yes, I want you to click on the link below in the comment section where you'll be able to watch my video on if you really want to be a cloud champion. How is that? What's the 90-day plan? So I want you to go through that video, book a one-to-one call with us to get a customized roadmap for you. But ultimately, the question is, are you committed to take that action? Are you committed to be a cloud champion just like Uzma is right now? If your answer is yes, I'm ready to have you on board in C3 and to record your Hall of Fame. But the question is, are you ready to take action? If yes, click on the link below and I'll see you in the community. But with that, we come to the end of this session. And thank you so much once again, Uzma, for helping us with this Hall of Fame. And I'm pretty sure it would inspire all those Uzmas who are waiting on the fence. And the most important thing is, I want to congratulate you on being a cloud champion. You remember on the onboarding call, this is what I see. I wanted you to come from future space and I told you that, okay, how's that you would feel once you achieve this goal and once we are recording in the Hall of Fame? This is that moment. So thank you so much for sharing us your journey. I hope this would impact life of many people. But thank you so much. I look forward to see you once again. And I wish you best wishes, best luck for future endeavors.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, for, giving that positivity and, that mindset to all of us, that, okay, we can achieve.
Thank you so much. You truly deserve it, Uzma. Thanks. With that, we come to the end of the session, guys. Don't forget to click on the link below if you really wanted to be cloud champion, and I'll see you in the community inside. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.